Well, hello everyone. Today we are going to Trader Joe's. So I'm not going to get a ton of footage inside, I don't think, but I will take you back home afterwards and share with you guys everything I bought. So I'm excited. I haven't been in a while.
I know.
It's been a hot minute. So we've got a lot to get. Let's get to getting. I hate myself. Okay, JK, we are not filming in here. It is crazy and crawling with people. It's always busy. It is always busy here. Okay, we got all of our stuff. Okay, so we are back and I've got a lot of stuff. I have some, I think I'm gonna start with the frozen stuff to share with you guys because I need to put it back in the freezer, honestly. Because now at this point, it's been out for a while. But we hadn't been to Trader Joe's in a while, which is what we were saying at the very beginning. And I feel like somehow going back, it literally, so many of my favorites are still there like a year or two later, and that's exciting. So we'll start with what I'm actually I think I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. This is their vegetable fried rice. This stuff is so good and it's so easy. It's like a 5-minute kind of thing. And you can serve it with like just sweet and sour chicken that maybe you have in the freezer, or we're gonna cut up tofu and put sweet and sour sauce on it. However you want to do it, but it's good, it's easy, it's fast, and so I love that. And I feel like fried rice is one of those things that when you want to like make it from scratch yourself, it takes a lot more effort than like I want to put in if I'm just trying to make a quick meal, you know what I mean? And they had different kinds. They have like Japanese style fried rice, chicken fried rice, roasted corn. This stuff tastes so good. And okay, so if you make like slow cooker, like white chicken chili, or like I make this Mexican street corn, kind of basically chicken chili, this is the bomb. It's so good with it because it already has some flavor to it versus just regular corn. It's good as it is. You don't even have to put it in anything. It's just one of those things that you can do so much with, and I love it. You could even put some of this on like frickin' salad. Another thing I actually bought because Taylor Wynn raved about, the cauliflower gnocchi, or gnocchi. I feel like I've seen both ways are right. I have no idea. Regardless, gnocchi is actually the nickname for my dog Pinocchio, so it's always funny and confusing. Anyway, but she said, I want to say that there's a certain method that Taylor uses that makes these the best. So I need to refer back to her video. If I can find her video where she mentions that she did like a Trader Joe's haul, I will link it because I need to rewatch it too. Because I feel like she said like the directions on the bag don't do it right, you know? Oh, this is something new to me, but it just looked good. I was shopping hungry. That was a mistake. So it's the cheesy spaghetti squash casserole. I've never really cooked with spaghetti squash, but I know I like it. Like I've had it in restaurants and stuff. But I figured obviously this isn't cooking. This is gonna be a sweet, quick dinner, which is gonna be great. But just throwing it in the oven, it looked really yummy, like all that cheesiness and stuff. So I figured, it's worth a shot. So on a fun note, we love like little mini tacos and taquitos. They're so not healthy for you, but you know what? They're like one of our best guilty pleasures ever, like these and sour cream. Forget it. Oh my. So we got these. These are nice because there's a little bit more flavor to them than like the traditional ones you just buy at a regular grocery store. I just love them all. To be honest, I love all versions, so I also like this version. I also picked up these fresh mozzarella cheese sticks. I love cheese so much, so much. Mozzarella cheese happens to be my favorite. So a lot of times for like a quick snack, I'll just grab cherry tomatoes and like mozzarella little pearls and eat that. But I thought this is kind of nice because I can just grab the one and have that and then some tomatoes. I also knew that my 1-year-old also loves cheese and she likes mozzarella, so I figured this is something she and I will share. Grabbed some lunch meat. I've heard this is some really good lunch meat. I usually buy the Applegate Farms. This one I think is right around the same price. It might come with more, well, I think it might be the same amount of meat, but they sell both of them. The one thing they do say is you gotta use it really quickly, like use within days of opening it. So it's kind of nice that there isn't a lot because it's not preserved with all the nitrates and nitrites and all of that. You have to keep it like really cold, under 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and you need to eat it quickly. Sometimes I'll pull out a slice or two and then freeze it, and it's been fine, and then it'll defrost fine, but at least it kind of keeps it preserved. Another one that I haven't had in a hot minute, and it is so good, is their chunky guacamole. I'm kind of a snob with guacamole, okay? I would like to think that my homemade guacamole, or frankly, any homemade guacamole is so good, right? Like it's so good when it's chunky and you can get the onion flavor and the, oh my gosh. Most of the ones at the store, I feel like they're fine. Like I'll eat it. I just love guacamole, but this stuff really is a step above most that I've tried. And so I think it's awesome. I love that it is slightly chunky so you feel like you're actually eating those ingredients and not just some weird paste. But speaking of paste, we also picked up the Mediterranean style hummus. We kill hummus. And my 1-year-old does too. She loves it on like cracker, on anything. She will eat hummus on anything. So we got this one. This is a flavor we've not tried. It looks like there's like some pine nuts on top maybe. I love it. My husband makes really good guacamole, but again, it takes time. So most weeks we just buy it. But then when we actually are like, oh, our Saturday is free and we can like cook some things, he'll usually make it then. So for now, that's what we've got. We got a lot of dips I'm seeing. We also like to just keep a jar of salsa on hand for if we have people over and we know they might be like snacky before dinner, like if we're having them over for dinner, but also we just like salsa. This is the cowboy caviar, corn, black bean, and pepper. It just looked good. I like sweet salsas, and I feel like that's usually what I get, but we figured we would get one that's a little bit different, and I've just been craving corn lately. You're gonna hear more about some corn in a minute. I picked up their olive oil. It's such a good deal for this, and I love that it comes with a little spout if you want it, and we were completely out, so I'm glad to have some. I was using like avocado oil for things that I really did need olive oil for, so it's just been an interesting week. These are exciting times in my life, guys. We also needed some potatoes, and we just got these little, like, are they technically called fingerling potatoes? I don't know. But they're just these, yeah, little mini potatoes, just something different. We usually get red potatoes or like russet potatoes. We just figured we'd switch it up. We also, and I don't see them on the table, we also got like 3 just sweet potatoes because we love cutting those up and baking them. I got a few salads just because, you know, we'll buy like a bag of salad and make our own, but sometimes you just get tired of that kind of salad. And I'm kind of at that point right now where I've had it off and on for months, and I'm like, I just want something different if I'm gonna try to eat salad a couple times a week. Okay, fine, like once a week. So I actually had half of this for lunch today, is the corn and quinoa salad. I actually heard about this one from another YouTuber. And so I tried it, and oh man, it's really good. It reminds me of like, have you ever had any of that like ramen, slaw, kind of mixed salad? I don't know what that's actually called. Like an Asian salad, if you will. It reminded me of that, but with like a Mexican twist, because there's cotija cheese on it, and you put this dressing on it that comes in a packet. It's funny though, I was looking at the nutrition facts and it was like, it's 4 servings per container. I was like, 4 servings? Like I guess it doesn't even look like I ate half of it, but I'm pretty sure I ate half of it. So 4 servings I think is being a little, but it was really good. Like that I will buy again, I will. These two, my husband actually picked these out. This legume and spinach salad palette. This one looks like it could be 2 salad, like for 2 people. I don't know, depends on how much you like salad. But it's got lentils, garbanzo beans, so it's got just a lot. It looks like it's like packed. It's just got a lot in it. I feel like this would be an actually filling salad. And then this kale and edamame salad. I'm not big on just straight up kale salads, you know what I mean? Like it's really gotta be mixed in with other stuff, which is why I was like okay with eating it in this. Otherwise, the only way I'm really getting kale in my diet is in a smoothie, you know, once or twice a week. I'd rather do smoothies than salad. I mean, can I get an amen? Duh, right? My husband also grabbed these Perfect bars. These are like a pretty clean snack if you're gonna do like a protein bar type thing. I don't really like these though. In all fairness, I've only had one. Tyler likes them because he's like, oh my gosh, it tastes like you're eating cookie dough. I'm like, yeah, but like you're not though, and I know that, and that bothers me. Like there's just something about it. I might try another bite of his whenever he opens these. You do have to keep these refrigerated though, so that you find them like in the refrigerated section. But I did get some peanut butter spread. Listen, we tried to go with healthy peanut butter. You know, the kind that's just peanuts and oil or whatever, but it's just not the same. And I'm like, you know, I don't eat peanut butter enough to feel the need to clean it up, you know what I mean? So we were just going, and like my daughter Genevieve like loves peanut butter, and I'm like, listen, I'm just trying to get that girl to eat. We just, basically their regular peanut butter, if you will. Delicious. Also got their pita chips. These are cool because they're literally 50% less fat than like the normal pita chips. Like we always get Stacy's. I love those too. But the few times I go to Trader Joe's, I always grab these because they're so good. And like all of these dips, like the hummus, yum with that. Guacamole, sure. But we also did get their yellow corn tortilla chip rounds. I've never had these. I think I've had their blue corn ones. I know I've had those, are pretty good. But these, I mean, I'm sure they're delicious. My favorite thing, and this is a new arrival, I think. It was in the new arrival section. I've never seen it there before. So long ago, we were sent some snack thing, and it had these coconut rolls. And they're like these little wafers. There's nothing in the middle, but they're just light and crunchy and delicate, and they're sweet, but not overly sweet. It's a very delicate coconutty flavor. I ate the entire box myself, like in one sitting, and I was like, Tyler, those are my favorite things I've ever had in my life. No exaggeration. Then I saw them at Trader Joe's, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I've already eaten half of this. These are so good. They're literally in this little pack. And again, you have to like coconut, but it's also still not overly coconutty. But they're just these crunchy little wonderful things. And oh my gosh, my mom and dad tried them and they also liked them. They're here helping watch my daughter while I work, edit, film, etc. And so they liked them too. They approve. So the other thing they and I approve of are these dark chocolate peanut butter cups that Tyler snuck into our cart. I'm not upset. These are surprisingly rich. It's not surprising necessarily, but it's more that it's kind of nice because you eat one and you're like, I think I'm good. Like they're so sweet, but I love them. They're so good. These we like to keep this kind of thing in the freezer because they're really good frozen. Some coffee we picked up, their breakfast blend. Tyler likes to get whole bean. He likes to grind them. And I don't think we've had a coffee from them that we didn't like. I will say that. We've tried a lot of them over the years. French roast is another good one. Do you guys remember the days when they used to have like the coffee with the pirate ship on it? Oh, I used to love that stuff. Like we'd buy the big old thing of it, but yeah, I haven't seen them. Oh, I forgot to mention this. This Harvest Grains blend. This is something they've sold for quite a few years now. It's got couscous, orzo, baby garbanzo beans, and red quinoa. It's just such a good mix. And if you're kind of tired of rice, this is a nice base, you know what I mean? Like a grainy base for whatever you're making. We've also made this with sausage. This was a long time ago, but we broke up like real, you know, like a pound of Italian sausage or maybe just pork sausage. And then once we cooked this, we mixed it. It was weirdly good. I don't know how we thought of this. That was back when I had like my first apartment and we were just dating and we were like making dinner to get, you know, like little things. We haven't made it since though. We'll have to try it again and let you know if it's actually good or if we were just insane. Very likely we were insane. So a couple of things for Genevieve, my daughter. I mean, listen, I'll probably eat some of these too. These cinnamon apple snack sticks. They're one of those they're really lightweight, easy. They definitely have sugar in them. I mean, plenty of things that we all eat have sugar in them. But they're just good and a simple snack and something different than like goldfish and like the things she's always eating, you know? So I thought that would be nice. She loves granola bars. She's just now getting into them. We usually buy the Annie's, but I figured we'd give these organic chocolate chip ones from Trader Joe's a try since I was there and we needed some. It was on my grocery list. And then she also needed some yogurt. We usually get her, what's the organic brand? She just had the last one today, but it's the one like made for kids and it's good. She likes it. This is one of the like squeezable kind though, and it's their Squishers. Low-fat yogurt, it's got cherry and berry. I don't know that she's ever had cherry yogurt. I wonder if she'll like it. Well, if not, I'll eat it, no problem. We also got the peanut butter puffins. Okay, I've never had these. And frankly, actually, these are really not for Gigi. These are for me. I love peanut butter Captain Crunch, like so much, it's sickening. So I haven't bought it in a while because I'm like, Jessica, if you have it, you'll have a bowl every single night. So I try not to buy it too often, but I do love it. So I'm wondering if this is similar. I also got some blueberries there. We try to switch up the fruit. We used to buy so much fruit when we would grocery shop just to be like healthier and we would eat through a lot of it, but you know fruit. After a time it molds and we'd forget there was something under something. So we've gotten better about just buying a couple of fruits for the week, eating through it and then rebuying and trying to buy different stuff each time. Whereas before I would always buy a thing of strawberries, a thing of blueberries, a thing of blackberries, bananas, apples, you know, all of it, grapes. Now I'm like, okay, last week we had grapes and blackberries and bananas. This week we'll do apples and blueberry, you know, just like I said, switch it up. So I love eggs so much, okay? And we always buy pasture-raised eggs. We made the switch this last year because they just taste totally, totally different. And if you start doing a deep dive into that kind of thing, cage-free doesn't really mean much, but pasture-raised actually does mean something. So we've been buying them, but you guys, they're expensive. So it was the point where we're like, we'll just eat a few less eggs, but we'll buy the nicer eggs and eat them less. You know what I mean? Which stinks because I love eggs. These pasture-raised eggs from Trader Joe's are half the price. So if I know you're gonna guffaw, they're like $5.99 at a regular grocery store. This brand at Trader Joe's was, I wanna say $2.99, $3.99. Now I know some of you guys are like, what? You can buy a dozen eggs for like $1. I know. I'm telling you, these are completely different. There's so many videos. I'll link the video that kind of sold me on it down below. It's from Faves City, one of my favorite YouTubers. He does like food and stuff. If you love food YouTube, or you already know who he is probably. But anyway, I'll link his video about the eggs because he can say it way better than I ever could. So I think that's everything I'm gonna mention. I have like other random things, but stuff that you're probably not that interested in seeing, like milk and things. Oh. I have to mention this, okay. So there's this winery kind of restaurant near us and they have this almond sparkling wine. And it is the best thing in the world. And suddenly, as we're walking down the aisle, we needed to get like a dry white wine. I don't remember, we already put it away, but we just got like a Pinot Grigio or something because we use it like for cooking too. Then I saw this, and it is it's the Almond Creek Vineyards almond flavored sparkling wine. And I was like, oh my gosh, if it is anything like that, if you like sparkling wines, you will love this. It is, well, I haven't had this kind. I guess I shouldn't speak for it, but just almond flavored ones are so good. I can't believe more people aren't talking about them. So I cannot wait to try this. Might open that bad boy tonight. We'll see. Anyway, so I hope that you enjoyed watching this. I love sharing this kind of content with you all. If you are interested in seeing more of it, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Let me know. I have done a shop with me kind of haul for Aldi in the past. It was a few months ago. I can link that up in the corner and down below if you want to watch more of these. I also frequently do Costco shop with me and haul. I will link my most recent one down below as well. So other than that, I thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.